Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bragging About Cinema. Let's talk about the Book of Boba Fett, Episode 3. All right, the director this week did a good job deep faking. We kicked off the episode with about a minute, maybe 2 minutes of current time, and then we immediately went to flashbacks, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, not another episode full of flashbacks, and thankfully, it was a very quick set of flashbacks and it moved on. Most of the episode was the main story. So I have to admit, I did get one thing wrong. If you watched my episode 2, Let's Chat, I predicted that his crew was going to be all the Raiders, and we learned this episode all the Raiders are dead. Instead, he gets a colorful new biker gang to help him out. Now, he's trying to be the fair boss that nobody has to fear, and that's a theme that's come up often in the show so far. One of his citizens of his town he lives in complained about looting and getting things stolen, and he went to confront the thieves, and it turns out they were being overtaxed. So here we are, we're adding more color to Tatooine. So I think the theme of this episode is adding more color to Tatooine. So I love this episode. We got a big dose of Chrysanthemum. Hopefully I pronounced that wrong. That's right. That's the angry Wookiee that was referenced. I referenced in the last one. I did learn from someone's comment below that he is a popular character from the comic book. So I'm going to have to check that out. Saw a pretty good battle scene between him, Boba Fett with no weapons, and his newly formed young band of, I guess, his new team. It took all of them to trap him in the pit. And then he ended up getting out, and I don't know if that's the last we see of him, but I hope that he continues to be a big part of the show, or if he shows up in one of our other Disney Plus shows. We also got to see the twins again, who took a different role than I expected, where they apologized and we got a new ranker. So that means that if someone drops down into the pit again, it's not going to be all for jokes this time. Their life's going to be in danger. Now, I hope this doesn't mean that the twins are gone for good. Frankly, I was really excited to see Jabba the Hutt style gangster war, but now we've got some new villains, we think. And at the end of the episode, it kind of teased that the Pikes, and if you're wondering who the Pikes are, that is who, when Boba Fett destroyed that train, they were bringing spice to the Pikes. What I liked about this episode also is it's kind of unclear. Does Boba Fett, he wants to be the boss? He does not want to be one of those gangsters, though, that are making an example. It seems like he wants to be a fair, kind of run a good territory.
I'm the Grand Lord now.
I keep waiting for him to kind of turn to heel and be a bad guy that a gangster usually is. So far, he's resisted that. But he's going against, looks like a formidable foe, again, the Pikes. Looks like they have a lot more numbers. And I'm excited to see what is he going to do? Is he going to recruit more? Was it actually the Pikes that killed his friends? Or was it that biker gang that he was had a very quick rivalry with? We're going to find out. Another thing that got my curiosity up was the Hutt twins were leaving to, I'm assuming, a planet called Hutta. I want to go there. I want to see what are these Hutt things, giant slugs like? I mean, how do they get in power? Do people respect them? Do they actually move around, or are they always carted either on a hoverboard or by a bunch of people? So I hope we get that answered at some point, but I don't think that is going to be part of this show. Now, the new additions to his crew, they may look like a bunch of teenagers, but they're actually quite handy with weapons. They're also really smart. They aren't your normal muscle-bound thugs, ultimate warriors that are going to just go in head first violently. I wish they could have added Kurtan to their crew. It seemed like he was a mercenary for hire. Instead, he kind of ran off. His running was not very menacing at all, actually. He ran off very gingerly for such an imposing foe. The color of their speeders and how they behaved for the young crew didn't really bother me. It was definitely a different. They stuck out like a sore thumb. But I think that actually speaks to the fact that Boba Fett is different. He doesn't want to be that normal gangster. So he's got a whole new breed of thugs, and he may not have an army. So my new guess is he's not going to have a big army like the Pikes. That he's going to instead outsmart them at every turn. We'll find out. He's going to need at least some guards because it seemed like the attempt on his life was pretty easy as no one was there to solve him when he was in his tank. So let me know below what you thought and see if we can get the viewers up over 11 this time. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also, if you hit that notifications, it'll let you know when my next video is out. So when I get the episode 4 review, hopefully I'll get it done a little earlier this week. But you know what? Life is pretty crazy, and there is a lot of new shows coming out in January, so my time has been pretty divided. But hey, if you don't know already, when you watch my channel, you're going to find something to brag about.